can take care of it. Resident Evil.
Hey everybody, welcome back. When last we were together, we had just completed the puzzle with the paintings and the crows and had gotten the last mask. So we're getting ready to go down to that crypt from earlier in the game and use all of those masks and probably fight a battle with whatever the hell's in that coffin hanging from the ceiling. Before we go though, we gotta get a few things. Make sure I've got all the right stuff. Obviously you need all of your masks, which I have all 4 there. We'll drop this off. Don't need the ink ribbon. Do need the shotgun. I recommend taking the shotgun, just leave the handgun behind. I wouldn't even take it. We could pick that back up later. Let's see. Shotgun shells, and I believe my old school shotgun still has some rounds in it. So we're gonna take that. Now I recommend from here on out using the shotgun as much as you can, especially later on you'll see that the handgun becomes pretty obsolete considering some of the enemies that you'll be facing. And of the 2 shotguns, obviously you want to use the assault shotgun. There's still 6 bullets in this thing. We don't want to let it go to waste, so I'm gonna use those 6 rounds first, and then after that, I'll start using the assault shotgun. One other thing we need, in addition to the 4 masks, we'll put that up, we don't need that yet, is the wind crest. Now if you think you're gonna take some damage, you might drop one of these things off and instead take something like well, here I made some room there, so I have 1 spot left. So if you think you're gonna take some damage along the way, you might take some healing items. I don't think I will, so I'm not gonna do it. I'm just gonna go with what I got. Take some risk, I guess you could say. But I'm pretty confident that I can get through this pretty good. I've played this game a few times, but again, if you've had some difficulties with combat, especially against powerful bosses, and you're not good at evading attacks, you might want to take something with you to heal yourself up just in case. All right, we're gonna head back out this way if I can get a handle on the controls. The doorknob looks like it's ready to fall apart. Go through anyway. Click yes. The tricky thing about this door is the more times you go through from that direction, eventually the door will fall apart and you'll no longer be able to go out that way. I think it's after 3 times that happens. But I don't feel like walking around the entire mansion, so we're gonna go ahead and use one of our times right there. Okay, you guys remember this hallway. Always remember, don't mess with the crows and they won't mess with you. At least these won't. Now once we pop out here, you'll probably recognize where we are from early in the game. We're right outside the first landing of the main lobby. That little doorway that was kind of hard to see. As you'll see, that door is right there. So if we went through that door there, we'd be back at the main lobby. And this is where we were earlier, I think maybe in the very first video, when we unlocked this with the arrowhead. We're gonna go back down here because this is where we want to go. Very creepy spot. Alright, and there's where all the masks go. As you can see, you guys remember this thing up there. Like, you just know that that's going to come into play, right? Now, obviously, you see here we have 4, I don't know what you call them, statues, reliefs, something like that, of faces. Each one has a different type of disfigurement. And we have 4 masks. One with, let's see, no eyes, one with no nose, one with no nose and mouth, and on down the line. You got to match up the mask with the correct relief or statue. So let's read this one. A stone statue with a hole where the eyes should be. So let's look at our mask. It looks like this one's missing the eyes, so we'll use it. Dun dun dun. To the next one. A stone statue with holes where the eyes, nose, and mouth should be. Eyes, nose, and mouth. Let's see. That would probably be this one. Yep. Two down, 2 to go. Next. A stone statue with a hole where the nose should be. Looking for a nose. That would be this guy. All right, you guys ready? Last one. A stone statue with a hole where the mouth should be. And that would be this one. This statue looks like he's actually missing his mouth, his jaw, his chin, and everything. And that's that. Let's see what we got here. Crap, when there's bullets on the floor, you know it's not good. Oh, nice nails. Oh. All right, here we go. Don't get too excited and stand too still for too long, because he's really fast. So you kind of want to take a shot and then run. Is that it? Okay. That was pretty easy. That was easier than I thought it would be. Go ahead and take these shotgun rounds. A lot of times, the biggest problem people have when they fight that guy, or when they fight a lot of bosses in Resident Evil games, is that you get the tendency to want to stand there for too long just to squeeze off one extra shot, 2 extra shots, but it's easy to forget how slow the shooting is in this game. And by the time you try to squeeze off that one extra shot, they're already on you, and they've grabbed you, and they've smacked you, and they've killed you. So when in doubt, just take one shot, and then move, and then get the heck out the way. All right, let's take a look in here. There's a switch. Press it. Sure. Nice. There's something here. What is it? Will you take the stone and metal object? I will. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Move that guy down here. Heading back up. Now we're going to want to go back the way we came through the crow room. Should be this way, through here. Back into the building. Around this corner. And back into the hallway. I think I killed that zombie that was in this hallway out here in last video, I think. Can't remember if he's still there. Oh, wait. See that? Look at her auto aiming. Something's there. Okay, let's get ready for this. Crimson Head. Yep. Woo! That was close. Did you guys see his claws? That's almost like what that thing was down in the basement that came out of the coffin, only that looked like a super version of a Crimson Head. That's what that guy is. I forgot I did kill this zombie earlier, but I didn't burn up his body. Okay, now we're done with that shotgun. It's totally empty. I'm not going to reload it anymore. Next time I get to a crate, I'm going to drop it off somewhere. But now we can switch to this bad boy. Or bad girl. Nice gun. Look at that. Alright, here we go. I'm going to go out this way. We're going to use that stone and metal object. I think a dog shows up out here. Just skip him. He's not very. Don't even waste your bullets on him. Just dodge him. Use the object and head out of here. And here comes the dog, but you can get out the door before the dog even gets in the picture. Okay. Definitely want the bullets. Now there's 2 ways out of this room. Utility shed area. There's that door, but we don't want to go that way yet. We are missing an item needed to advance from that direction, so we're going to go this way first. Take the battery pack. There's a first aid spray. We'll go ahead and take it. Building up a nice collection of first aid sprays. We're going to go out this door here. Finally outside. What's this? There's a switch here. Press it? No, we don't want to press it yet. Let's get on down so I can explain what this is about.
Somebody respond. Over.
Barry?
Monster. Chains. Gun. Ineffective. It's it. Day
A little too late, Barry. We're out here. Alright, let's move on. Apparently Barry ran into something nasty out here. We better be on our toes. See there was a blue, you call that wind vane, weather vane. We don't want to press the switch, but now we see there's a red one up the hill and there's a blue one there. Let's go down here. Make a little more sense about what we're trying to do. Gate's locked. The gate will open when the guard dog's desires are fulfilled. So basically, these guard dogs need to be turned in the proper direction for the gate to unlock. And this one says this is the blue one, so obviously it'll correspond with the blue Weathervane. A statue with blue eyes. The inscription reads, "The last gasp of destruction." Then obviously you have the red one, the war cry of revenge. It's not as complicated as it may seem, or as confusing. Basically, all you want to do is make these two dog statues face away from you, so you can, and then the door will unlock. So they just need to be facing away from the trail. So in order to do that, we'll go up all the way back up to the red and start there. Whichever way you turn, that's Weathervane, is whichever way the dog statue will turn. For the red one, you want to press the button to make it stop on west, like that. You see now the statue turns away. Just leave it. Go down to the blue. The blue needs to be north. Should we get it around and there? And that's that. Let's head on down. I'm not wild about the textures of those statues. It seems kind of weird, but since this is an HD remake of this game, it seems like they could have done a better job on the dog statues. They don't look any better than they did on the GameCube version. Which is weird because they're not pre-rendered. They're 3D objects, so they should be able to have upscaled those a bit. Okay, in this area here, there are crows around, and normally I would say, don't mess with the crows, they won't mess with you. That's still the case here, but here they're very sensitive. Don't run. If you run, then they'll attack you. If you just walk and don't get too close, you'll be okay. So just remember that, because it's not like they're really gonna hurt you, it's just a huge pain in the ass. So just try to keep the running to a minimum while you're here. You see the spot here is where the wind crest goes. When the wind sweeps across the earth, stars will shine in the heavens. So go to your items and use the wind crest. And it unlocks 3 more. Go ahead and take all of them. These 4 crests were also in the original Resident Evil game, only they were in different spots. I believe, if I remember correctly, they were in different spots around the mansion, and you had to find them and collect them and then put them all in the door. This is a little different. Most of them are here in the same spot. All 3 of them are here. And you get a different item for using them, so they did change that up a little bit. But we can't just use them. If you try to use them, you'll notice they won't fit. Can't use this item as is, so that basically is a hint that you need to examine the item. And when you flip it around, you'll see that it has these impressions in there, bumps, shapes. Press the button, and you see the shapes pop out. And each one of the crests has that. So you want to do that for every one. Press the button. Then they'll fit into the tombstone thing. I think this is a tombstone. Looks like a tombstone. Last one. There. Now we can use them. You can see the lines and the shapes there and the indentations. It's kind of a hint of what to do, but you don't really have to look at that. Just flip them over, press the button, and then use them. 2. And we're about to get something really cool here. The Magnum. Let's see, do we want to take the Magnum? Yes. Yes, I will take the Magnum. Alright. Yeah, screw it. Since we're leaving, I'm gonna go ahead and run. You see, they get agitated when you run. But I'm leaving the area anyway, so it doesn't matter. It's just a pain in the ass trying to dig crows out of your hair while you're trying to place those emblems. Oh boy, that sounds great. Okay, let's get up here. That sounds like something in chains that Barry was talking about, so we better be on our guard here. This area right here reminds me of Resident Evil 4 for some reason. Maybe it's because it's outside and dark, foggy paths and things. Seems like there was a lot of that in Resident Evil 4. Looks like somebody's shack. Some herbs there, but I haven't taken any damage, so I'm not going to pick them up. Just going to go on in this shack. Creepy, creepy shack. Let's see what's up here. Ooh, map. Whoop. I'll take that. A map of the courtyard. Take it. Why, yes, I will take it. Thank you. You guys may have noticed I don't actually use maps very often, but it's always good to have them, you know, just in case you need them. Because I do get lost from time to time. Here's a box. I'm going to go ahead and drop the extra shotgun off. You don't need it. And drop the Magnum off. You're going to want to save that. I'm going to get rid of this too. First aid spray. I wonder how, just out of curiosity, I wonder how many first aid sprays I have. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2 mixed herbs. That's the same as having a full health spray. How many other one? 5. Wow, got a lot of them. All right, after you drop that stuff off, you're gonna want to climb down here. There's not a lot to do in this little shack area. The main thing you want to get, which is very important, is you want to take the crank. Now, if you look at the crank, you'll see it's square-shaped. I know the original game had 2 different types of cranks, and this one, I think this one does too, a square-shaped one and a hexagonal-shaped one, something like that. And it used to drive me freaking nuts when I would take the wrong crank and have to come all the way back and get the right one. What the hell was that? You guys hear that? Oh! Wake up, Jill, get up. Uh-oh. And this is Lisa that we've read and heard about. Don't try to fight it, just try to dodge it and get the hell out of here. Go, go, go! I say don't try to fight it because she's invincible. You could sit there and, like, as Barry said in his radio message, the bullets are ineffective against her. You sit there and shoot her for days, it won't have any effect. That's why I left these herbs out here. I can take these and get myself fixed up. Ooh, dang, I'm still in caution. That hurt. Take this. Alright, now I'm good again. But yeah, when Lisa shows up, just do your best to get out of there. You're probably going to get hit at least once. I hear a zombie somewhere. But just run around her, get out of there, and use the health herbs. Whoops, I went back the wrong way. Use the herbs on the way out the door. God, I hear him. Where the hell is he? I'm going to run right into him. There he is. Have a seat. In here. I don't know if he's completely dead or not, but it doesn't really matter because I won't be coming back this way again, so... Save those bullets. Alright, this is going to come out to the crow area where we found the Magnum. It's so tempting just to start blasting these stupid crows, but I'm not on this play. After I get done with this, and if I get the special handgun with the unlimited ammo, I'll probably spend a little time blasting these stupid crows on subsequent playthroughs. Going right back up. As you see, we're going right back where we came from. Oh, there's another hint for the dog statue. Valley of Destruction corresponds with north, as you see. Cave of Hatred, south. Summit of Madness, east. And then west was something. It's basically just a tip to tell you the way to set up those statues. But again, the easiest way to do it is just turn them until they're not facing the pathway, and then you can just walk straight out. They make it a little more overly complicated than it needs to be. Alright, now we're through here. Now we can go back up. That really looks like you could open that box right there. Always fools me. Now we're going to go out this door. I'm going to fill this up, because I believe we have a few canine companions that are not so friendly waiting outside this door. I think there's 3. Just kill them, because they're a serious pain in the ass.
If you can hear me, just give me a sign. Anything.
Jill to Brad, can you hear me?
Guess not.
Shit, it's broken.
Thanks, Richard, for the busted radio. If you guys remember Brad, he's the helicopter pilot from the beginning of the game. Alright. Woo! So Brad, he flew away at the very beginning in the opening movie, but apparently he didn't go very far. I guess he got his courage back, and he's still flying around apparently in the sky trying to get a hold of people. But of course, Richard, Mr. Snake Lunch, gave me a busted radio. Okay, head around this way. You see there we have a pool of water with a ladder going down. We got to cross that, but we can't with the water in there, so we got to drain the water. And that's where the crank comes in handy. Whoops. I think I'm facing the right spot. There's a square-shaped hole here. There we go. Time to dump the water out. Another low-res FMV that looked terrific back in 2002, but looks pretty horrendous today. You can hear the sounds of that waterfall in the distance. Okay. It must cost a lot of money to completely re-render those FMV sequences, because the in-game graphics actually look better than those. So they must not have the time or the money, the budget to totally redo those. I guess that's understandable. Up on the other side, and let's run on down. Down we go. More stinking crows. You see blue herbs, so that means, you know, at some point something poisonous is going to attack. Let's go straight across and into here. Yep, something poisonous, all right. Lame snakes. Just keep running. You'll be okay. And in you go. Another tip about Resident Evil, particularly the older games, if you suddenly start seeing blue herbs, that means you're about to run into enemies that can poison you. That's the only time that you'll ever see those, so take it as a hint. And here we are in what is called the Residence, and as you see, there's some more blue herbs, so you know there could be trouble brewing. We're gonna go in this door right here. And it's a save room. I'm gonna end the video right here because I want to do all of the events here in the Residence in one video, so hopefully we can start the video with me first getting here and end the video with us leaving. So I'm gonna save that for next time. Thanks guys for watching. If you like what you see, remember to comment, like, subscribe, share with anybody you think might like it. And as always, thanks for hanging out. I'll see you next time.